Hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul Grau, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that equips leaders and their teams to achieve their greatest potential. This show is sponsored by the Current Leadership Coaching Team, and they provide leadership coaching, training and development, leadership mastermind groups, and a brand new online membership community for leaders who want to continuously grow and develop their leadership skills. Find out more about them at clcteam.com. Hey, hope you're doing great today. And today, I want to talk about shortcuts. So, what exactly are your thoughts about shortcuts? Do you think shortcuts are essential to save time and maybe even buy some time for another project? Are shortcuts something that is reserved only for the most proficient people because they just don't need to complete all the basics? Or are shortcuts only for executives because maybe they have so many different responsibilities that they can afford to take shortcuts? Or maybe they're just for people who are in a super rush because they're working on a high priority job with a very tight deadline. Well, in any case, I think it's safe to say that we've probably all used shortcuts in our lives. From driving a shorter route to avoid traffic to possibly even the highest priority jobs. And although shortcuts may avoid some barriers and buy us some time now and then, they rarely pay off on a consistent basis. And if they do, it's probably only temporary. Now, don't get me wrong. You may find steps in the process that may be able to be eliminated because maybe they've become obsolete. But that's a different story. If that's the case, you should go through the proper steps to make the needed changes to eliminate those steps altogether. The bottom line is that processes exist for a reason. Checklists were created for a specific reason, and most likely, if a step is in the process that you think may be unnecessary, I'll almost guarantee there was a specific reason as to why that step is in there. Now, this is kind of like a syllabus in one of my classes. I have certain things listed that seem a bit ridiculous to my students. However, there are specific reasons I mention these certain things, because from my past experiences, students have consistently had difficulties in those specific areas. By listing these problem areas in the syllabus, the students make it a point to pay close attention in those areas. And guess what? It's always obvious to me who reads a syllabus and does what it says and who doesn't. The students that take the shortcuts and don't perform these steps usually miss critical components of the assignment, and they may end up getting a very poor grade. So today, I challenge you to start identifying any shortcuts that you may be taking, or ones that some of your teammates may be taking. And heck, it could even be a standard practice to skip certain steps in the process altogether. But consider that a shortcut for the time being. You can also ask everyone on your team to look for shortcuts and have them take note of every shortcut they can think of. Then gather together as a team and discuss each one that everybody came up with. Break down each shortcut and determine if it's a step in the process that can be eliminated or if it's a step that must be done to prevent some kind of inadequate final product or possibly even flat out failure. If it's something that can be eliminated, do so if the entire team agrees. If it's a shortcut that is causing possible breakdown in the final product or service, well, you need to discuss the importance of not taking that shortcut and explain why to everybody. The team as a whole must understand why you can't take certain shortcuts. If they understand why, they'll get that buy-in. Now, this entire challenge is going to improve your chances of success as a team, and it may be the difference between success and failure. In any case, discussing shortcuts as a team will earn buy-in from the entire team. Hey, hope you have a great rest of your day, and thank you for listening. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, run to your challenges.